And good morning, guys. This morning's job is to fit the skid plate slash bash plate from SW-Motech to my GS750. So it says that it should be done by a professional, but as I already did the bash bars themselves, I mean it's a few, looking at it, it's a few nuts and bolts. Got the a torque bar with the settings are set. So I mean, this kind of job, you don't need to be paying a mechanic £60 an hour to do this job. It's a waste of money. It is a very simple job to do, and I'd encourage anyone else to give it a go. Save yourself some money. It's not worth wasting 60 quid to fit a few bolts, some bungs and some washers. It's a very simple job to do. So let me show you. So what you'll need is a socket set, a torque bar that you can basically set for your new metrics, instructions, some Loctite, and then just double check that you have everything in place. As you can see from the SW, the bash bars are already on the bike and this bar is already fitted. So this bar here is a spare one. So that's one job already done. And then I just need to fit all these. So as you can see, I've already popped the bungs in, half a dozen bungs, and then I've got one spacer in there and just a lot of bolts. So we're going to give this a shot now and we're going to get this fitted. So stay with me and I'll see how long this takes and I'll give you an update. Okay, ladies and gents, well that took roughly about 15 minutes to install. Okay, but the fact I already had that bracket on, this one here, this is part of crash bars, so that basically saved me a bit of time. So if you've already got this installed, it should take you about 15-20 minutes to put the brackets on and then put the bash plate on. So this has all been torqued up to spec. All the bolts have been Loctited, and as you can see, it's very nicely. The benefits of this crash plate is that you can still use your center stand, which is even better. And that's the other bracket. If you can just see that, it's the other bracket that went in there. There you go. So yeah, so what you're going to need is, for this job, is you are going to need basically that there, okay, and a torque. So torque bar to get the right metrics. You're going to need a 5.5 Allen key. You're going to need a 6 Allen key, and I believe that's a 10mm. Yeah, and a 10mm. That is all you need to install this. Obviously, you need your Loctite. There we go. So Loctite as well, and you'll notice, because it was quite awkward trying to get it on, so the easiest way to do it is, when you are coming to do it, is the bracket that's in there, don't do it up fully, leave it loose. Okay, you want to do, so you want to put in these two bolts first. Okay, so you got that bolt there, and you've got that bolt there. So put in the two center ones first, then you want to put in, and you'll want to put in those two, but again, don't do them fully up. And last but not least is you do the ones on the back. Okay, so the ones on the back, they're the ones to go in last. Once they're in, you can then tighten that bracket up. Okay, if you tighten that bracket up first, you will not get those aligned. Okay, so word of caution. But that is it. And for the bash plate, to make things easy, if you're working on your own, use a jack just to get it in place so you're not trying to hold it. Okay, now I used the jack and I basically put a small little chopping board and I stuck that under there just to hold it in place whilst I was bolting it all together. That's if you're working on your own. If you're working with another person, it'll be a piece of cinch. Okay, so thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video.